Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sports from the Couch. We talk about sports and the Toronto Raptors. On our last video, we were talking about our preview for the Brooklyn and Toronto game. So,
Right.
we'll start with that. They came into Toronto and they won 119-116.
That's right. From the beginning, they had Raptors had issues containing their rookie Claxton. That kid played pretty good from the start,
Yeah.
um, and also ex-Raptor Watanabe. What a game back for him back in Toronto. He
Yeah.
went 3 for 4 on threes, and he had about 17 points. Um, and the issue with that is that they kept on giving him the corner threes. It seems
Yeah.
like a season-long issue for the Raptors with these corner threes, giving them up to not the main shooters, but even the
Yeah.
secondary and third team shooters. They're getting those shots in.
Yeah.
Now, one thing though that they did is they went to the half with a 10-point lead,
Yeah,
and what happened?
it was a great half for them. You have to give them credit,
Yeah,
especially the first quarter. That was good.
yeah,
They had a 10-point advantage, and then second quarter it was a tie there.
and then ultimately at the end, they fell on the final shot to Irving. I believe the foul just before the shot, they should have took a little bit more time off the clock,
Yeah.
make that shot a little bit harder. But Irving, being vintage Irving, that night he came back and made that final three
Yeah.
and broke the Raptors' hearts.
Yeah.
One thing with the Raptors though, we had Barnes and Van Fleet play well. Barnes had 26, 3 and 3. Fred Van Fleet, amazing game, 39, 5 and 4. He's really stepped it up the last few games. I guess he's heard it from people that needs to step it up. But ultimately it came down to also OG not being here. His
Yeah.
defense was missed. Hopefully you can recover soon, OG. We miss your presence there.
Yeah. And Gary too.
That's
He
true.
was out for this game. Even his offensive performance would have helped a lot.
Exactly. And then the second game yesterday was Golden State coming into town, and they pretty much dominated the game from start to finish. They beat the Raptors 126-110. This one, the Raptors didn't have a lead. They fell behind early, which is another situation with the Raptors this season. Either they take a big lead and they lose it, or they fall behind from the beginning and they can't claw back out of that hole. And their main player for Golden State,
It was Jordan Poole. He was amazing. And he really stepped up without Steph there.
yeah,
Obviously that shoulder injury for him.
43 points. 43 points. Everyone else was held to less than 20. So we would have just contained him. We would have had a shot at winning that game. But again, we didn't have Gary Trent Jr., no OG that game. But Fred Van Fleet was the top scorer, 22, 4 and 8. Siakam, as usual, 27, 5 and 5. And then Barnes and Flynn put in some good numbers there as well, 17, 5 and 4, and Flynn 16, 6 and 2. If this type of games continue, I would not be surprised if Masai pulls off another trade of some sort. Games cannot continue to be played like this. You cannot either have a lead and blow it, or don't even have a lead and can't even try to make a comeback. They've gone very poorly the last few games. They've gone 4-11 now.
Yeah.
Since second last video, so they're trending the wrong way. So changes could be coming up, but we just got to stay tuned to that. See what Masai plans to do.
Yeah.
And
in the games, like you're saying, for them it's just really about momentum.
Yes,
they either start good and it just falls, or they just keep on falling and they can't recover back.
We can't. So, like I said, either some changes has to be done, or Nick has to work some different kind of schemes to get everybody, the whole team. Like you can't just play 6-7 guys. Sometimes you need to go deep. Give the starters some rest and go deep. We haven't seen Delano Batten lately.
Yeah, and they're a very deep team.
Yeah, they're deep.
Have good players.
So, you know what? Nick Nurse has to make some decisions, so does Masai. But again, we got to stay tuned for that. Today, they're going into Philly. Again, maybe no OG, no Gary Trent Jr. Their game time decisions. This is a back-to-back. They're traveling from Toronto to Philly. Philly's favored by 6.5.
It may happen, it may not. It really just depends on how they start the game. If they start it good, even if even if it's close, they'll have a chance. If it goes bad, like how it did in the Golden State game,
Yeah,
it'll be really tough on the
it'll be a
back-to-back.
long night for the Raptors again.
Yeah.
So they have a good stretch of games coming up in the next couple of weeks against very good teams, playoff bound teams. So let's hope that they can start winning some games here.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. They need to start producing some wins.
And they look like they could be a top 6 team.
They could, but not with the way they've been playing lately.
No, in the past,
They need to change some things up.
Past like 20 games haven't been that good for them.
No, it hasn't been. And having said that, I'll go through my picks tonight. I'll take Orlando Magic to cover against the Hawks, as well as Utah cover against Cleveland. One final thing we need to do say though, what a finish to the World Cup!
Yeah,
what a game it was! What a way for one of the greatest players in soccer to go out. This one elusive trophy that was missing from his cabinet. Finally, Lionel Messi got it.
Yeah, and you can't even say one of the greatest. He is the GOAT. Now you can shut down the GOAT conversation if you want to. He, after that trophy, he's the...
And his performance with his goals.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he assisted and someone else scored.
Yeah.
He did the scoring, you know.
Yeah.
And hats off to Mbappe. Way to go, kid. I know we're going to see a lot from you in the future. You never know. You may go break Miroslav Klose's goal scoring in World Cup.
Maybe,
We'll probably see that, but he's the star, the next young star to lead the French team. But again, way to go, Argentina. What a win for you guys. Hope you enjoy the festivities.
Yeah. And, well, thank you everyone for enjoying. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.